What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Hypermine, and I'm back. Done work. Oh, I've done lots of good work. In the last episode, I was super derpy. I'll admit that now. How did I not notice this needed to be made of quartz? So the problem was, when I was building my light nexus, I was going with the assumption that it cycles between those blocks. I was going with the assumption it cycled through like this did, and you could use any structure as long as you use the, I think it's the white chalk or the blue chalk in the center. Wrong. So what I've done is set this up nicely now. So we have our mana battery here, which has been charging. I also figured out the wand, and I'll show you that in a minute. So what I've got, I have the essence refiner here, and a new machine I'm going to go over called the Kale factor. So we're going to do, so this works basically, and the way it works is, I've got these two essence conduits here, with levers to turn on and off, and something fizzed. I think that was the Kale factor, yeah it was. So we'll go over the essence conduit first. It's linked up to this one, and the mana battery. So if I turn this off, it'll turn back on. You can see it's drawing energy through there into there. Now this burns out because it's not actually being used, and the energy is just being sort of wasted, so we're not actually going to use that though. We'll turn this one on and off, see if it sets itself in any way, because it should be doing something, but it doesn't appear to be. So this is the care, and this does make essences now, so that worked fine. Which is good. I don't have the stuff I'm going to show you, so we'll worry about that later. Next, the Kale factor, which is hooked up to this one, which for some reason doesn't want to be showing what it usually shows. The Kale factor is basically a sort of furnace. It smelts things. So I'm turning cobblestone into stone in it at the moment, and you also have a chance to get Vintium dust whenever it does a progress. So that's a bonus from it, which is awesome. Right, so that's working through here, which is connected directly to the Nexus, and I think because it's turning nighttime is why it might not be working. I'm going to sleep real quick to try and fix that. Then we'll go over to the storage unit, because I've got that working at last. It's properly working. I'm derping on the bed. There we go, let's try again. So like I said, I've done a lot of work fixing little things here and there just to make them work a bit better, or to have something new. So, coming on the bridge, we've got this here now. This isn't the final block I'm going to put it on, it's a placeholder. This is a magnum torch, which stops mobs spawning within 64 blocks of it. So that's awesome, it's preventing any mobs spawning near me, which is very good. Because I was getting sick of wasps. I hate wasps. It's the one thing I really want removed from this mod pack. Wasps. Okay, so that's the deal with the wasps and other nasties around, which is working fine. And if we come in here, you can see, boom, we have a machine, and this is running all the time now, always on. Don't have to worry about it anymore. Let's get rid of some of this stuff I don't need. While I am here, I need my wrench though. Keep that on me at all times. So, what this is, it's using the mechanism blocks. We have two electrolytic separators, which are taking water from this aqueous accumulator, and then they're just filling up with water and turning it into hydrogen and oxygen. Outputting hydrogen, just dumping oxygen because we don't need it. Then we have two hydrogen generators either side, turning that hydrogen into energy, and then that feeds into here. You can see this is fully charged, so we're getting more energy than we even need to run this. 2 more storage units have been made. This is still running, even though I don't think it needs to anymore, because this is just making so much power. It's just doing it all for me. So that's working great. So onwards, we have a new spell. We have a new spell. So we had the light last time, the mage light. This time we have True Sight. So if I just quickly, Pure Sight I called it. And what this gives me, it gives me 2 buffs. 2 buffs. Don't tell me what. It gives me 2 buffs. It gives me night vision and true sight, which if we go into my arcane compendium, we go to the modifiers, no talents, no components, true sight. Your magical sight allows you to see things as they really are. Who knows what beauties and horrors you discover. Now, I've been running around the map trying to find things with this on, and I haven't actually found anything, so I don't know if that's an issue with the generation or not. But it does have its uses still, which I'll show you in a minute. So you see, I've taken everything out of here. All the Ars Magica stuff's gone. It's in this chest. This is a keystone chest, which I cannot open without the correct keystone. So keystones, we go in here, are an item, which you can use to restrict access to Ars Magica screens, keystone chest, sealstone, astral barrels, and keystone receptacle. So there you go. So basically, if I'm not holding the correct keystone to open this, I can't open it. So where is the keystone? Well, I've hidden it, and I've hidden it where I can only see it using True Sight. So it's in here, little hidden area. Get my keystone, and the UI for keystone, I think you get up like that. Yeah, is it's got this blue rune in here. That's all I've done for it. It just has this blue rune on the left-hand side. I'm not sure what all this UI does. I think you can just place things all around it and it will do things. I'm also not sure how this works. So, but in here we have identical keystone at the top, which is the same rune setup, just the blue on the left, and this is where I'm keeping all my Ars Magica blocks. So those blocks are illusion blocks, which I've used to hide the thing. So if we go into the blocks, we can look at the illusion blocks. They're so realistic that your brain will not allow you to walk through them due to self-preservation and common sense. Only with true sight can you convince yourself the illusion is not real and pass through it. So I know you can tell it's not a real block if you come over to it. You can see at the top it says it's an illusion block, even though it looks the same as these stone blocks. But I can't actually go through it until I cast my true sight spell. Then I can go straight through. I'm keeping my wrench here as well, just because it's easy. So that's the only one I've got here at the moment, but it's still working nicely. I want to know why this is not working as I want though, so let's get true sight back on just so I can get my wrench and test something. So this is meant to be charging this, but it's not drawing power from this for some reason. So I just want to... yeah, for some reason it's not drawing the power like it used to. Because it used to have little balls of light that bounced through the air and it looked really cool. I'll turn this off for a few seconds with this. So I'm pretty sure these have internal power, so maybe it's just full. Who knows? But yeah, we got a new spell to make today as well, which is the Rift spell, which I learnt a little while ago. So that will be in the components, and it is a Rift storage. You tear open a rifted space, grant access to a small dimension to store items, and the rift lasts for 60 seconds before closing automatically. Higher casting modes, D missing there, gives greater storage access. Sneak right click to close the rift once it's opened. Right, so oh, we got that as well to go over. Ah, missing things. Right, there's a new block here, which if we hold the wrench you can see it's a particle emitter, and what that does is just makes fancy particles. My frame rate is diabolical. It's because the ball's going. Whee, look at them go. I'm going to quickly cycle for apps. Okay, that fixed it. So now you can see this is how the energy is being transferred to this. And the reason I'm doing it with that rather than going through the battery is that the KO factor can double your ores or whatever you're smelting if you use light essence. So it looks pretty cool as well. Yeah, particle emitter, it literally is just here to... did I just break it? No. How do I edit you? Oh, I see, I've turned it off. So you can change everything, and I'm not going to touch because it's got loads of settings that I don't want to mess with. So, right, let's make our spell. So I think I've got everything I need, so throw in that. Titanium dust, got it. Feather, got it. Fish, got it. clay, got it. White rune, purple rune, chest, Eye of Ender, spell scroll. Sweet, so now I've got my touch spell, which we're going to call Void Bank. I quite like that name. Let's find a good symbol for it. Void Bank. So I've learned to do this every time before I actually put it in my spell book now. I quite like to look at that one. Or that one. Ooh, yeah, let's go with that one. So this is now the Void Bank. Let's put it in my spell book. Okay, another spell. And I think if I right click... oh, there we go. So right click on there. Ah! That's cool. So if I can close that one. So let's test it quick. Let's just go... okay, so we got 4 in there. Let's close it. Right, so the rift's closed now. Let's come open it over here. Oh, see, I got it on the floor. There we go. So we still have... yes! So it's basically a portable ender chest. I can't walk through it or anything, so let's close that. So I can keep all sorts of things in here, and only I... ooh, that's going to be a test. I'm going to have to test if other people can access it or not, because that's really cool that I've got this. So I can keep some valuables in there for any time I need. So yeah, things are coming along really well, I'm finding, with this mod pack. I'm really enjoying Ars Magica. We're having some talks at the moment about a new Hypermine server, and it's going to be different. So I can't say too much because at the moment everything's still up in the air. But if we do it, it'll be really cool, and it might replace this. So just a heads up. So I'm just going to put some basic food supplies into my storage unit, the void storage, because that way I'll have anything if I ever need to. If I ever die or anything, I can just go, okay, Shazam, void storage. Come on. There we go, I had to be closer. So I'm just going to throw that in there, and that's going to be my special little storage area. So yeah, that's cool. I wonder if True Sight makes it look any different. So let's get True Sight up. Nah, I thought there might have been something cool if I used True Sight on it. That's cool either way. Can I close it? Yeah, I don't need the spell to close it. I'm looking at the talent trees as well, because I've obviously leveled up a bit more. Level 28 now. And I'm going to sleep again real quick, so I want to skip the night. Actually, I don't need to. I've got the Magnum Torch now. Haha. So let's head into here. I'm still working on the bees to get them evolved and everything, so I can do that. But we now have green talents. So you can see I can't rank this up because it's blue. But you can see this one's got a green name. And in here I've got Rift was a green one. But now I have a choice between other green ones such as Drought, Create Water, Harvest Plants. So I'm still debating where to go, because that's a red one. There's red, blue, green, blue. So I've still got to be able to get blue ones eventually. So I'm not worried about these are all, yeah, green, green, red. I don't know what that is, because that's a casting one. But I think what I'm going to spend this point on is Harvest Plants, so I can make a cool harvesting spell for next time. So let's grab that. So let's have a look at what we got now. So what I want to make is a plough. So that's quite easy to make. Harvest, which again, quite easy to make. And plough, harvest, and what was the other one? Plough, harvest, and plant. That doesn't appear to be there. How strange. Okay, well I'm going to have to make a spell book to do those, but I'll have to get some supplies for it. And that goat is really annoying. You're a duck, I don't care about you. You're the annoying thing. What? It's immune to my... Oh, that's because we need the dig spell. Derp! Yeah, be gone! Took care of him. That's some moonstone ore, which I do actually need to use. For this... For, come on. Ah, there we go, moonstone. For Ars Magica. And it's basically, you can mostly use it to make blocks. So that's one of the main things you can use for it. Sunstones, the lake of sunstones is a pain, I'll tell you that much. I've got some potions made, so I'm ready to go back there at some time, but I like this, how this is building up as well. We're getting some nice build up there. So I've got to make some more books. There's supposed to be a catch-up episode today, I have realised. Yeah, we got the altar working, got a battery working. It's just taking in any energy when this is nowhere to give. We've got the new kale factor, which is making me a load of stone, which is what I'm using to decorate the walls, by the way. This is all chiseled stone. I got my essence refiner whenever I need to make any more essence. Got my new hidden door where I need to put my sometimes it does this. I don't know if this is a bug or my magic fizzling out. I was also told, if you look down here at my mana bar, there's a moon. If I press C, you see it changes. It's a half moon, full moon. And that's basically how strong of a spell I want it. And the less strong it is, the stronger it is, the more mana it costs, basically. I don't know why that does that. There you go, I've managed to put that in regardless. So I can work blind. I don't know if that's a bug or burnout, so I can't say which, but everything's back in there now. So overall, that's going to be it for today. Just a short catch-up one to explain what's been going on, how I've been getting on with Ars Magica, testing the new void storage spell. There we go. Which I still need to practice using because it's not a projectile one, so I have to actually be proper up close to it. But that's cool. It's got to work further down this tree now, so I've got to get some more levels, but it is taking me a lot longer to level now, unfortunately. But if I can get this good plant spell working, I'll give you a quick look at that, so I'll be right back. Right, I've made excuse me. Alright, I've made the new spell, Plant and Plow. No idea how it's going to work. It's got a cool little green icon. It's a touch spell, so I'm going to have to be pretty close to whatever I'm doing. I'm thinking I might need seeds on my bar, so what I'm going to do is going to empty my inventory into the magic inventory into here, because I'm not going to need any of that. Let's put these general bits back into there. Oh, I've got to change the colour, that's what I was going to do. I need to quickly use my true sight spell again here. So put this away. Okay, back out. Right. Let's go get some seeds from my storage unit, and let's see how this works, because at the moment I've realised the problem with it. What I had intended was to make a cool AoE type spell that harvests plants. Of course I don't have an AoE yet though, so I can't exactly do that. So we have the seed spell. It's called Plant and Plow. So let's hop down to the water. Just quick and right click. Yes! That's awesome. Right, if I don't have any seeds though, it doesn't appear to do anything, which is good. I don't want it to do anything unless I have seeds. It's burning my mana out quite a bit though, so let's see what other seeds I've got that it might work with. So I want to see, I don't want to use melon seeds, I use the barley seeds. I want to see if it works with these two. Because if it does, that would be awesome. Let's hop down here and right click. Ah, okay, so it planted drum. Drum again. So apparently it can churn grass into seeds, but it can't do anything with these two. That's because these are different mod I'd expect, because they're from Natura. Although that's from Natura. What if I do it on a fern? So that turns it into drum as well. Whatever drum is. Okay, what about if I do it on wheatgrass? I don't have the mana. Okay, I've clearly burning myself quite a lot with this, so I'm gonna have to wait for that. So the next test will be to find out about harvesting. So I should have enough bones to do that. So that should get the wheat up to full growth. And we're down. So let's just go boop, boop. So if I right click this, I didn't do anything. That's weird. Plant and plow should work because it's got harvest. Because all these plants and oh, that bird worried me. Plants, leaves, and flowers to be harvested should work. Plows obviously churn, create deep furrows. I do planting, and planting obviously plants, but it doesn't want to work. Right, I'm gonna sleep real quick just to so we can see what we're doing. More for that than the worry about mobs at the moment. Magnum torch for the win. And it actually turned out to be quite simple to make. I just need like some plants, some bone meal, and I don't know what that noise is or where my frame rate's gone. So let me restart fraps. It's amazing how a quick restart can sort things out so easily. Right, so I right click on you and nothing happens. Give me a second. So that's definitely using my mana now, but it didn't actually harvest it, which I find weird. So if I pick it, right click, it will plant it for me, but it won't harvest it, which is annoying because I wanted it to be to harvest something and replace it in the same instance spell. Why have I got grids on my mini-map? That's weird. Right, so let's have a look at the spell book. It's still in here actually. So it's got harvest plants, plow, plant, and colour. The colour I forgot to do because it was meant to give me. I was meant to throw in an extra cactus green to make the colour of the spell green, just in case. But I don't know what's going on. Right, let me grab this book and we'll put it away for now. There we go. We've got one full bookshelf now as well, which is cool. I've got some more mana, so let's head down here. What if I just... That is the wrong spell. That's my true sight spell. So yeah, it will dig the land and plant the crop. What if I use it on this? Oh, no mana. I need mana. I do have the talents to give me increased mana regen. But this is obviously quite an expensive spell since it's using 3 different plants. So if we come in here, you can see I've got some more talents. I've got mana regen 2, affinity gain boost, which I do kind of regret getting since it's made me get less experience, and colour. So they're the ones I got. The reason I regret getting the affinity boosts is because it lowers your experience you gain, which is... I have debated just respecking myself to get rid of it. But, you know, I think I'll reap what I sow in a way. I'll withstand it. So let's try getting down here and just... So it's not harvesting the leaves either. So I think what it's doing is it's prioritizing the whole planting. What if I put it into lesser spell mode? What is that? Okay, for some reason pressing C while looking at a block does weird things. So that's in lesser spell mode. And it still does exactly the same, so this... It really doesn't want to dig out leaves though. Nope. Okay, so this has been a bit of a failure. It's a good planting spell, but it's not going to harvest anything for me. So we'll knock this up as a failed experiment for this one, unfortunately. But we do have the rift storage now, which we can use at any time, which is going to be really useful. I'm currently cooking up some raw beef inside here to keep inside the storage unit, which would be cool to have. So I always have some food available. Wood needs to go back in there. And yeah, so that's come along well. Think I'm going to leave it here. Gonna have to do some more experimenting with these planting and harvesting spells, just so I can get them to work the way I want. Let me just check something actually. What if I punch a tree? No. No, it's definitely not working. Okay, so that'll do for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching as always. If you have any comments, suggestions, please leave them down below. I love hearing from you guys, especially about these sort of mods where you can have some really awesome suggestions. So if you can say like, oh, this talent will let you create swirling vortexes of plants or something. I don't know. I'd love to hear from you. So let me know and I'll see you next time. Toodles!